Okay, guys, I seen 3 movies the past 2 days, and I'm gonna start off with the first one that I seen, and that is The Guilt Trip. Uh, just to clarify, I'm a huge Seth Rogen fan. Always have been, since he blew up, and I've actually always agreed with his career decisions. But I want to know what went through his mind when he decided to accept this film. Um, when I originally I actually expected a lot out of it when it first was announced because they didn't say it was like a family film. They never gave it it just had a synopsis and it's Seth Rogen. I was like, all right, cool. I love him. I love his acting. I like his brand of humor. And so when it was first announced, I had a lot of high expectations for it. But as soon as they said it's PG, family movie, all that whole 9 yards, I really began to lose a little bit of interest in it. Then the trailers came out. I didn't watch them, but they said that it wasn't very good. So what I lost a lot of interest. Then the reviews came out. It's like 25% on Rotten Tomatoes. So I waited 2 weeks to see this movie, and I have to say, I wish I just didn't fucking see it in general because it was god awful. Yeah, it was honestly probably one of the worst. It's definitely one of the worst movies I've seen this year. I wish I could go on and talk about the redeeming factors, but I really don't think there are any redeeming factors for this movie. I hated Seth Rogen. I hated Barbara Streisand. I hated her. I wanted to fucking stab her in the throat throughout the whole movie. I honestly hated everything. I was excited when I seen Adam Scott was in it. He's in this movie. You can fucking close your eyes and miss his cameo. Same with Yvonne Stravinsky and Colin Hanks and Ari Grainer. She's like, these people are in this movie for, honestly, like that's it. That's all they were in this movie for. Can't, like, small cameos. And it's a joke. The whole movie's a joke. It was poorly written, poorly directed, poorly acted, not funny. Not even there's like 4 people in my theater laughing. It was terrible. But the biggest problem with this movie is, everything. The whole fucking movie is the biggest problem with it. There's not a redeeming factor for this movie. There's not even anything I can say is like the biggest problem because everything is fucking bad. It's like that bad. That's how bad this fucking movie is. I want to know what people liked in it in the first place because it doesn't if it has charm to you, you don't know what the fuck charm is. It has annoyance. That's what this movie has going for it. Not charm, annoyance. It has predictability. I don't mind when a movie's cliche. I never have. There's a few situations when clichéness bothers me, but when I can predict a line of dialogue or anything that's gonna happen, literally, like whenever I go, oh, she's gonna say this, and she says that, that's when you know it's a poorly written movie. That's when you know your script is pure shit. And that's what this movie was. I was like, oh, let me guess. This girl's gonna say this. She's gonna say that. He's gonna say this. It's like that's all this movie is full of. Is things like that. But I'm just so glad it ended. It was one of the worst movie experiences of the year, and having expectations for this movie at one time, I don't know why. I really don't. Obviously, I thought it was going to be probably rated PG-13 or maybe R, and as soon as it got that family tag, it was just like you knew it was going to be bad. But please, people, do me a favor. Do not see this movie. Seth Rogen, please do not make another movie like this. Last year you were in one of my favorite movies, 50-50, and then you follow it up with shit like this. And obviously people try to do a lot of new things, but this was just not one of them. It was really, really bad. Really, really bad. Do not see it. I'm going to give it I want to give it a 0, but I can't. I'm not going to give it a 0 because I've seen far worse movies, surprisingly, than this piece of shit. But I'm going to give it a 1 out of 10. It is definitely one of the top 10, top 5 worst, shittiest movies I've seen this year. It is god-awful. Please do not see it. It is not funny. It is cliche. It's fucking terrible. Terribly written. Terribly directed. You know, there's some talent in this movie, but they're not on display at all. So just do not see this film. It's terrible. Thank you.